Well, Nova, the time has come for our May favourites and shitters.
I know one of our New Year's resolutions for 2018 was to do this every month.
No
but
one remembers that.
We've done every other month, so we're meeting you halfway.
That people don't remember that we said that, so I can't believe you brought that up. Here we go, straight into it. Shall I start with a favourite?
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to start with something very light and airy, which also sort of describes what it is that I'm going to be using as my first favourite.
Pedialyte.
No, it's this borsa.
The fuck is that?
Well, I've just realised it's green, so it's going to be cut off. It's got the letters green. Maybe borsa? It's a kind of cheese.
Okay.
Right, so basically, now I'm having a real... This is a sort of a soft cheese moment. It is a crumbly, garlicky, herby cheese. And it's actually really heavy and sickly. It's not light and airy at all. But you want to try this if you've not tried it.
Very nice.
It is delish. So just spread it on a bit of crusty bread. Maybe a tiny bit of butter, just to sort of wet the palate. Don't go in with too much butter. It will upset this because it's very strong, but it's delicious. Have it at the end of the day when you're not going to be around anyone because it smells dreadful.
Right.
But get onto it. Honestly, it's an absolute hidden gem of a moment.
I don't know if I've tried that.
We'll try it after this.
Okay.
Just a little spread of it is great. That was a nice way to start the show.
Yes. My first favourite, I haven't got anything here to show you because we've just got so much, but it's Hot Topic.
Right. Great one.
Whilst we were in the States, we went to Hot Topic all the fucking time, bought so much shit. I think their biggest thing there is their Funkos and their t-shirts. That's the majority of the store, but they do sell a lot of other stuff. If you're a fan of something, the chances are there'll be something merchandise-wise in Hot Topic.
Yes, it is sort of a bit like an HMV from the UK. They don't sell
like way
the
better.
DVDs and shit. It's just all merch, basically. But it is a bit emo. It's very like My Chemical Romance.
It's very alternative. I
Right.
don't know why we don't have a Hot Topic store in the UK. I feel like it would do really well.
You don't even know. People will go crazy for that shit.
I bought a G-Dragon t-shirt, which I've spoken about endlessly since I bought it. But the fact that you can buy K-pop stuff in this shop, I thought was great. There's so much there.
Yeah, I got nails. I got some rings, t-shirts.
They do a few toiletries, and it's all so cheap. Everything's like special offer or on sale.
I got 2 pairs of shorts for like £16.
Yeah. We just don't have this in the UK. That makes me really sad.
Great
But Hot Topic,
value.
definitely one of my May faves.
Is it time for a shitter?
Yes.
Okay, let me just look at my computer. So, my first shitter is the band Queen.
That is controversial. Do you mean Queen currently or Freddie Mercury Queen?
The whole shit and shebang.
Right.
Because this movie's coming out. Oh my god. Hear me out, please. This movie's coming out. What's it called?
Well, we can veto. We don't have to watch the movie. The movie, I think, is going to be a pile of shit.
The point is that the music is sort of starting to be everywhere again. Not that it ever left. I just find their music so irritating to the eardrum. It's like up and down, round and round.
It's great.
I just really can't get on board with it. I just find it so annoying.
That's because you are boring.
Right, well that's pot kettle black. If you've ever heard anything so ridiculous in your entire life, raise your hand. So that's going to be my shitter. I can't be doing with it. I just hate the music.
Right, well I feel like you're going to get so many hate comments for that.
Listen,
so congratulations.
That's fine. You write that down. You write something mean. But I don't like them. I never have. Right. Also the Beatles, but that's nothing.
I'm just really conscious about having lipstick on my teeth. So you're wrong, and that was embarrassing.
Okay.
My first shitter is, now this isn't going to change anything, but I really, really miss KFC.
Oh, we're finally addressing.
So, like, my shitter at the moment is not being able to eat KFC. Because KFC.
So your shitter is that you're a vegetarian.
No.
That's what you're saying.
Just KFC. They don't offer anything vegetarian, so I can't have anything from the menu. And there's nothing, you can't substitute it. It's just so good and I really miss it. However, I have seen some whispers of the UK being a guinea pig to trial a vegetarian menu for KFC. It's something they've never done before. So maybe in a few months or a year, it'll be one of my favourites again. Fingers crossed. But until then, it's
what are they going to do? Like a mushroom wing?
They're doing like a fake chicken.
All right.
So
it won't go down well.
I think it could do very well. It's actually more part of their commitment to a healthier menu. I was reading this in the article. They want to reduce like their calories by 25% or something over the next couple of years.
No,
so
don't do that.
They're thinking by offering vegetarian stuff, that might help them do that.
Well,
that's why they introduced like the rice boxes, and they've been quite successful.
Let's hope they do, and then we can both order it together like we used to when we liked each other. Oh. What?
It's really loud outside.
Yeah, fuck those
Our neighbours
kids.
are fuckers.
Fuck them. Bollocks to them. What is it, a good a favourite?
Yes.
Okay, so let me look at my thing. Okay, so one of my all-time obsessions, and it really has come into, you know, I've been listening to it non-stop for the past month, is a podcast. Now, I do like to mix up my podcasts. I like to mix them up with some audiobooks, you know, bedtime, driving, stuff like that. But I like my favourite podcast at the moment. It's called WTF, or What the Fuck. It is by Mark Maron. Now, Mark Maron is a comedian actor. He was the coach in Glow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That dude. He is very great conversational style. He gets stars on. He's had a Barack Obama on, all sorts, and they do this little interview in his garage. And it is it's just such a great conversational interview he has. He just did Melissa McCarthy. That was a great one. I've loved, you know, the conversation he had with Judy Greer, Susan Sarandon, some real big names. And it's free. I think you can like pay for something else. I don't really know what
I was going to say, like, how does he make money off it?
It is free to listen to. I mean, I think people subscribe, maybe. I don't know. He does have a lot of, you know, sponsored by Squatty Potty type stuff, or Cast the Mattress, whatever, at the beginning of each episode. But I'd give it a go. If you love a podcast, if you're looking for a new podcast, try Mark Maron at WTF. Great. Funny, interesting, honest conversation.
I don't remember what my next favourite was.
Ah, shock.
My next favourite is a Netflix documentary that we watched in the States called Evil Genius.
I was going to have this as one of mine.
So we shared one then.
Perf.
So this is about a thing that happened in the States.
Yeah, a thing. Like what?
I don't want to like go into too much detail because that is the entire documentary. It was a man who robbed a bank whilst wearing a bomb attached around his neck, like a neck brace, and he was then stopped by police not very far from this bank, and he tried to tell the police that he has to get to this destination because the key to take the bomb off him is at this destination. They did not believe him, they did not do anything, and he blew up.
He blew the place up.
And he died.
So
this whole documentary is about who was he, why was he doing this, how did it happen, and there's so many twists and turns.
It's the people behind
and it's so complicated.
What was the point of it? Where did it come from?
It's so fascinating. If you like watching true crime, definitely watch Evil Genius on Netflix. It's amazing.
He was a pizza delivery guy, so he is often known as the pizza bomber.
Yeah.
If you're aware of the pizza bomber, that's what this is about. But it's like a 3-parter, maybe 4.
I think it's 3.
Great one.
Definitely would recommend.
Look that shit up. Mm-hmm. My next shitter is hay fever. Now,
oh god, that's a good one.
It is summertime. We are by the sea, so the hay fever here, the pollen is not as strong as it would be. We go to my parents' place, which is sort of suburban, sort of South London. Lots of like, you know, countryside-esque moments, and the pollen count is horrendous, and it's just like streaming eyes. Here it's not so bad, but it is still noticeable. It does sort of ruin your day. Scratchy throat.
To be honest,
nose,
I feel like
eyes.
We got away with it almost completely last year. I don't know what happened. I did not really suffer with hay fever at all last year.
This year's going to be a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. They say like these different types of pollen affect different people. I don't know.
But I have found a cure.
Oh, for God's sake.
Now, I tried this last night.
Why don't you just get like proper nose plugs for snoring?
I tried this and it worked a treat. Are you ready for my cure? It is. I brought it with me. Ready for this? So, when you go to sleep,
Oh my god.
you take a piece of tissue, toilet tissue, kitchen roll, etc. You create a sort of little smile and you just plug your nose up like that and go to sleep. Because I find when I'm inhaling through my nose, that's when it gets tickly and I can't sleep. I'm always wanting to just be like, oh right, and then sort of blow your nose. Do that. Go to sleep.
I feel like that's going to make you snore even worse.
No, the snoring is fine. No one cares about that. I don't even
care
snore.
about it.
But I barely even snore.
You snore a lot.
No, I don't. So, this is fine. Would you rather I was in pain or you just like fell asleep anyway because it's not a big problem and then you just shut up?
Right, that's disgusting.
Patented though, this is.
Okay. My next shitter is I haven't played Pokemon in a very long time. I need to get back into it. It was quite funny actually. I saw Aja tweeted recently saying that she just opened up her Pokemon Moon game and she had no idea what the fuck was going on. And I kind of feel like that. I went to play it in on the plane to Hollywood and I didn't know where we were. Anyway, that was a sidebar. They've announced some new games for the Nintendo Switch, and this is like the first console game, but it's not a new generation. I don't know, it's called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And it seems like they've basically thought once again that Pokemon Go was more of a thing than it is. And they're borrowing a whole bunch of mechanics from Pokemon Go, but making a proper console game around it. You go around Kanto, which is from Red and Blue, the original games.
Sure.
It's fully 3D modelled, like the best graphics the franchise has ever seen. But you can't like fight wild Pokemon, you just catch them like in Pokemon Go.
Right.
Which I think is shit. You can fight some trainers, but first of all, this is a world that we've seen for decades. I'm so fucking bored of like Pallet Town and Pewter City and going around Kanto. Like, where is the imagination?
Tell me about it. Right.
It's only the first 150 Pokemon, which again is so fucking boring. Basically, nobody asked for this. People wanted something new, and I think it looks shit. And I'm not happy that this is what Nintendo are investing their time into at the moment.
Right. Yeah, so Nova's saying something's bad before she's experienced it, which is not a new thing.
It's not what I wanted.
Here at Novympia Heights. Alright, well that's a shame. You never know, it might be great.
I don't know. I think it would work as like a demo for a new game.
Right.
But I don't know, I just feel like it's a waste of time.
Are we on to good
Oh,
ones?
you can also import your Pokemon from Pokemon Go into this, which hasn't been possible before.
Oh, but then you'll have them all anyway. So
yeah,
what's the
so I
point?
don't get it.
Okay, well, my last good one. Now, when I like to come home at the end of the day, or just come home, I do like to come home. I'm home. Take your stuff off, you put the fan on, you have a nice iced tea, or a nice, pineapple squash. You chill out, you take your socks off, you put on some nice velour shorts.
No, you don't.
You lay down on your bed. I like to go on Wimp.com. Now it sounds weird, I don't know why it's called Wimp.com, but you need to try it. It's such a nice, turn off your brain moment and just sort of relax. So basically what they do is they give you like 6 videos a day of like really interesting videos that are on YouTube or Vimeo or whatever, and it's like, a relaxing video about someone carving something, or someone like breaking a Guinness record or whatever. But it's like a selection of videos every day, and it's like the best, most interesting content from around the world. Because you can go on YouTube and endlessly click at stuff, but if someone's recommended you this little, nice, tidy package of videos, it's beautiful. I love that website, and you can go back, they archive every year back to when it started.
What is the point?
Because then it's just like giving you like nice videos. And they're telling you this is what it is.
Okay.
Wimp.com.
I don't get it, but okay.
You'll see. They'll see. You'll see. You'll see.
My last fave for the month of May it's a song by a couple of drag queens that we met in Hollywood.
Shut up.
I just wanted to give them a shout out because I probably sound like I'm ass kissing them, but I actually genuinely love this song. We met these queens, their names are Mila O'Day and Alicia Taylor. Absolutely adorable. I think Mila's more of like the singer, and they're best of friends, and she got Alicia on this track. I think there's another song together.
Alicia's more of a drinker.
Anyway, this song is called Big Mistake, and I was busy searching them online the night after we met them, and it came up on iTunes, and I was like, oh, they've done like a trashy drag queen song. It's not. It's actually like a legit song. It was, I don't know, it was really refreshing.
It's a big mistake.
I wasn't expecting it. The production was a different kind of genre to what I was expecting. I just really like it. It's really in my head. They can both sing. And I have requested a music video. I really hope that one happens.
You're expecting like a drag queen song like, dicks, dicks.
Fierce,
Fierce work, dicks, pussy, tucking.
On the
dicks,
floor.
Titties, tranny.
Yeah.
On the floor, dicks.
But it's not. It's actually really good.
It's a big mistake.
So definitely check that out. Big Mistake by Mila O'Day and Alicia Taylor. It's great.
That'll be your big mistake of the day. And my final Fay of Maeve.
That's not right.
No, it's shitters, isn't it? It's the last shitters.
Yeah.
My last shitter, I'm going to close the laptop because this is serious time now.
My ear hurts. This ear is too hurt.
I just actually probably need clarification because I've just realised I'm not sure what they're called. It's either June bugs or May bugs. Which one is it?
A May bug is the insect. A June bug is a cocktail.
No, that's a June, like a D. I mean June. They might be the same thing.
A June bug is a cocktail.
Right, a May bug then.
Yes.
They're actually called cockchafers or cockchafers. That's what they're called.
Those big fat off bugs.
They're huge.
Fat off.
The wings sort of open and they've got like 3 wings underneath. They're humongous, and apparently someone told me they stick to you.
They look like posh cockroaches.
They stick to your hair, which is so terrifying. They're
very,
silent.
like, legs.
Yeah, they're sort of silent, and they absolutely sort of fly past your face at the worst time.
They're not silent. They buzz
are
really
they not?
loudly.
Well, the one we saw the other day, maybe it was too far away. Don't you dare ever do that again.
They're really loud.
They're horrifying. They're far too big to be flying around. They might as well be birds. And they stick to you, and they're so... Oh, I just don't like them. Nova, help me.
You only get them for like a very small window of the year.
Well, maybe.
And
probably.
apparently, you can eat them. And people used to eat them.
Yeah, but I think we're talking about like medieval times they ate them.
Yeah, but like...
We looked up cockchafer soup. How revolting. So I'm
You
not
don't like
happy.
creepy crawlies in general though, do you?
No, I don't like bugs, especially ones that fly or ones that are fast.
I think Maybugs are kind of really interesting.
You bloody would. Why? What's interesting about them apart from the fact that they're terrifying?
Because you just don't see them very often. They're like
You see them in
rare,
May.
exotic beast.
Alright, well, thanks for allowing me to just air that sort of, problem that I have.
Okay. My last shitter is the reboot of the cult classic TV show Charmed. Again, this is me judging something before it's actually aired, but there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this show that would lead me to boycott it regardless, but they have actually now released a trailer. So Charmed was a TV show that started in the late 90s, ended mid-noughties.
It's great.
It is great. Like it's terrible, but it's great. It's easy watching.
But it's
was
90s,
a real
trash.
real feminist moment ahead of its time. Really strong female cast. It was great, super great.
Witchy poo.
I first of all feel like it's way too soon to be rebooting that. It's not that old. Like, it's just not that old. The trailer has been released. It's being done by the CW, and it looks like shit. The acting is appalling.
It's shit. It looks
appalling.
shit.
And that is so distracting that you can't really pay attention to anything else. They've made one of them gay, which I think is kind of also like just pandering, and it doesn't look good. But the main thing that I don't like about this is they've spun so many lies, because the fans of the original show have been saying for ages they want a reboot with the original cast or some of the original cast. And Holly Marie Coombs, who plays Piper, has been very, very vocal on social media for a couple of years about how she herself and a lot of the cast really were up for this. They really wanted to be a part of this. They would have consulted, they could have at least directed or helped to write or made a cameo in the show. And then all of a sudden it happens and none of them have been contacted in any way, shape or form.
Right.
And so she has been really bitter on social media because she just feels hurt, because the original cast did have a big say in the original show.
Right.
I think they co-wrote some episodes. They weren't just actors. They had a real big part of the show. I think the only person who has gone on record to say they really didn't want to be a part of it was Rose McGowan. She just basically says, like, it is what it is. She doesn't want to get involved. It's a different show, whatever. But I'm fairly certain Alyssa Milano has said that she would be a part of it. Holly Marie Coombs, Brian, whatever his name is, Leo. They all want to be a part of it. And I just hate that. It happened with the Powerpuff Girls as well.
Wait, what about, who played Prue?
Shannon Doherty.
No, she doesn't want to do it.
Well, she was killed off, wasn't she?
She had that smile.
Right.
Do you remember
she was killed off, and she's recovering she's cancer-free. She's just had breast cancer, and she's currently undergoing reconstructive surgery. So thank you very much for making a tasty joke about someone who's actually struggling right now in life.
In the 90s, she had that smile. Maybe now she's not.
Anyway, this happened with the Powerpuff Girls, a new reboot, who was done by the animators of Adventure Time. The original voice cast were really upset because they wanted to reprise their roles and nobody asked them. I would be so upset if that happened.
Yes, I did sing the Charmed theme at Pride, and that was great. Thank you so much.
Anyway, I think it's all bullshit and you shouldn't watch it.
This has been our May Favourites and Shitters. Please stay tuned for another round of Favourites and Shitters. Oh, yay! So subscribe to our channel, join the Novympia cult,
I'm not going to say it.
and become an asshole.
Alright then.